G'day everyone, it's me, the Anti-Theocrat, back with another one. Before I go into the main content, it's a quick sales pitch. It's the only one you're getting, so enjoy it. Below these videos, I do attach all links to the information if there are links to be had. I also archive all of the information if that's possible. I also supply links to other platforms for my content and how to support me if you wish to do so. That'd be nice, but no requirement. That's it. That's my intro. That's my sales pitch. It's all I've got. It's all you're ever going to get. And now, on with the show. Okay, let's get into this, shall we? We're going to discover the latest in cuckery. Hey, I know. This is a word that people dispute the use of and shit, but I don't give a flying fuck. Since when was I politically correct? And I have no plan to ever be politically correct, so grow up, get the fuck over it, okay? Anyway, Queensland woman sets up platform teaching men how to do housework. The penultimate cuckery. Yeah. I don't know why this woman set about deciding that she had to teach men how to do it. There's a hell of a lot of women who don't know how to do housework. But anyway, she's decided that men need teaching. Shall we have a look why? I haven't read this story, so we'll go right into it, shall we? Velvet Garney doesn't want men to be how she was. Oh yeah. After focusing her adult life on her career, the Noosa woman had a rude shock when her first child came. Oh yeah, she finally grew out of her feminism. I hadn't given housework much thought, to be honest, Darby told 7 News, and you probably hadn't given the idea that your husband is now having to support you much thought either, did you? In any case, what, you broke out of your feminist ideals of having a career because you had a child? What a shock. And now you think that men must need to know these things, because, you know, it's generally the men that you women allow to stay home and look after the kids, isn't it? I mean, I'm an at-home father. I haven't faced any discrimination from women by not being in the workforce and supporting my family. No. And if you can't hear the fucking sarcasm in that, you are missing something. Because, yeah, you women don't want we men at home doing the housework for you. You want us in the workplace making you the monies. And it's not my partners who think like this, right? Both my partners are quite happy for me to be at home, be a at-home father. Should the need come, I will enter the workforce and earn money, but it hasn't been necessary, and my earning capacity has decreased somewhat over 23 years of being an at-home father. But you don't want men like me, so you don't need us to know how to do the housework. This is just something you want us to do because you think it'll make us better. In the way you think it makes you better. I don't know how to do very simple things. Look, woman, I do. My mother was an old-fashioned woman, right? Not a young pup or anything. She decided that her sons, because she only had sons, they needed to be able to look after themselves when they left home. My father grew up that way too. But we needed to know how to look after ourselves. We washed dishes, we cooked meals, we ironed and folded clothes, we knew how to use a washing machine. I can use a steam press. You know, there's a whole range of... I can sew better than my partners. I can find my way around a sewing machine to the point of actually fixing them. I used to pick up old sewing machines off the side of the road, bring them home, fix them up and give them to people. So, you know, I know these things, but I know them for me, right? You're assuming that we need to know them for you. And I'm sorry, but are you going to get underneath a car and pull the drive shaft out and change the universal joints, or do the brakes and bleed the brake systems in a car? You know, I've got a bus out in the driveway, I've got split rims. You want to learn how to do those without killing yourself? Feel free. But you don't want to learn those things. It's just we men have to learn to do housework. Anyway, I felt like that tradition, the traditional men, I felt like that traditional men in my relationship. What? Does she speak English? Garvey said she approached her lack of knowledge about housework a lot like work. She went online and did her research. Nothing majorly wrong with that. In doing that, I did upskill myself, she said. Yes, because you had to learn, because you didn't know. And you assume that we men don't know. And maybe we men know a bit more than you think. I still cook better than my partners, although they've both improved over the years. I'm still the one who can taste ingredients and decide how they work together. I can taste something that someone else has made and decide how to make that at home myself. So, yeah, I have skills. I'm not an idiot. You assume that men are idiots just because you were an idiot. But again, you're not assuming you're getting under the car and fixing it, are you? Are you a car idiot? See, I can assume you're an idiot. I mean, when we hear about women, we're doing things with the car, we always hear about how they can manage to put petrol in or check the oil or even get a tyre off and replace it. What if the fucking spare's flat? What are you doing then? I mean, geez. Anyway, what I found is that it's the woman in a man's life who is expected to teach him how to do housework. His mother, his wife. This is not a wrong way of thinking. Although I'm the one who taught my oldest son to iron because I'm the at-home parent. You see where this works? The mother or the wife are at home. These are the duties they tend to do. So if they want the husband to do his own shirts or something, maybe she's busy, maybe she's got a career, then it's no harm for her to teach these things. I'm the at-home parent. I taught my oldest son to do these things. Her research led her to uncover some alarming research. Oh, who the fuck wrote that? It's something like something I would have written. Bloody hell. You're just supposed to be professional. At least I'm a fucking amateur. God, she's full of shit if she thinks it's alarming. Around 75% of women have been turned off their partners over housework. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. Women get bored of their partners. They get bored with their own lives. They want to do the eat, drink, fart, and shit thing. That movie, the movie with that woman in it. The woman in Red Woman. Fuck, I had to play that movie in a cinema when I was a cinema owner. What a piece of shit. That woman was a piece of shit. She left her husband just because she got bored, and that's what's going on. They didn't get turned off their partner because he didn't do the housework. That was just an excuse for their boredom. Because unlike me, an at-home father who started a family business, who has built a forge in his shed, who's been doing up a bus as a motorhome, because I never get bored. I'm never sitting around twiddling my thumbs or watching daytime television or having coffee with the girls up the street. Not that I'm welcome to do so, because that fucking discrimination thing I was talking about. But I don't do those things. I keep myself active. And these women, they don't. You think they're out learning how to fix the fucking family car because they've got time to spare? No. My mother ironed and did daytime television. I don't know how she didn't go insane. I would have. But in my mother's day, you didn't let that get at you. Now, it's okay to be bored and just fuck your husband off. And make the excuse that, he just didn't do any housework. Yeah, fuck with this shit. Woman, you didn't learn anything through your research. And I'm guessing your research probably covered all the feminist places you were looking at when you went into a career, right? That problem, she believes, has been exacerbated by the COVID-19 lockdowns, and divorce inquiries have gone up during the pandemic. No, No, actually. You can't show that. There's no statistic for that. In the US, there is actually an available statistic that divorce has gone down. That relationships have improved when people have been locked in the house together. And let's face it, even if that man that you've got can't iron, if he's sitting around the house twiddling his thumbs and you say, can you help me with this? He'll bum his way through it. He's not scared of giving it a go. It's clear from the data and conversations with women, housework is an issue in a lot of relationships. He said, I don't think you fucking spoke to enough women. I think there are a lot of women who accept their role in life, who accept that being a mother is okay, that accept that they're sending a man off to work for them to support them so that they can do these things. See, this used to be a part of a woman's responsibility. Now you think it's hard work because you don't believe in responsibility for women. But what I found is it runs deeper than the occasional argument. Women are actually falling out of love with their partners. Yeah, that's a problem with them, not a problem with their partners. Seriously. I was shocked. You're an idiot. Nani, having decided to do something about it, setting up online training platform, training my mate. Yeah, you're describing your fucking guy as your mate. Your mate. Do you understand the word changes when you use it about your male partner that way, don't you? You could have said your bloke, your guy, your mate. What you're suggesting by phrasing this way is that the only thing he's fucking good for is a bit of sperm to make your fucking kids. Fucking hell, woman. The cuckoldery. The first course is 15-minute video comprising of the basics on laundry, including everything from collecting dirty washing to drying according to Garvey. Look, woman, when you start watching videos on basic mechanics, painting the fucking house, doing the gardening, I wonder if you do your own gardening. It's a training platform that teaches men how to do housework, she said. If men want to learn how to do housework, that is fine, but it should not be a condition of a relationship. I do not make it a condition of my relationships that my partners know how to get under the car and fix it. I do not. I'm doing up a bus as a motorhome. One of my partners loves to get in there and be the tradesman's mate, but I don't expect her to lay on her back underneath a bus running cables. She hands me tools. It's enough. Hey. I came up with the concept of train my mate. There it is again. To be a male space. Run by a fucking woman. It's not a male space, you dipshit. If it was a male space, it would be a man teaching, right? Get your husband to do the videos. Be a place where men go to teach each other, to brainstorm and problem solve. No. You are doing videos and you are running this thing. Women do not run men's spaces. Trust me, when they do, they fuck them up. I definitely think this could be a solution to a lot of marriage problems. Bullshit. Bullshit. Otherwise, her getting under the car and fixing it would be a solution to marriage problems. Her going and earning a few quid to help with the family finances would solve marriage problems. But these things do not solve marriage problems. Quite often they add to them, right? If she had to get under the car and work under the car, and she was the one swearing about stubbing her finger and bashing herself with the spanner in the head, she'd be whinging about it. And it'll bring more difficulties into the house. When you're both working, there's a separation between the two of you. You have entirely different environments you live in during the day. This is why women get bored with their partners. Because she lives in the house all day. She doesn't do any fucking thing else. She's not off learning how to get under the car. But he has to go to work in an environment that's separated from her all day, where he doesn't have any involvement with her all day, and the two of them move in different directions. It's bullshit, all this crap you think you found out about marriages and that it's about housework. If it is, it's because the only thing in her life is housework. This is her focus. But he's probably also moving away from her because his life is in a workplace somewhere. This is why COVID, in the early days of the COVID, there were a few studies came out said that relationships had improved between people. There are fewer calls to services and what have you. There are a heap of things going on which show that relationships may have improved with a lot of people because now they're living in the same environment. Now they're living together and experiencing each other's lives. If anybody's having friction, if they're having regular fights about housework, again, this is because that's all she fucking knows. Does he fight with her about his work in the office or work in the workshop or what do? I stood on fucking furnaces for years, melting boots and testing thermocouples were working to test through control systems. Do I come home and have fights about the melted boots that I'm wearing? Fucking hell. It is easier to take a 15-minute course and just get on and do that housework rather than argue about it. It's easier to become a fucking cuck. It is easier to just give in to everything she wants. Tell you what, next time the car breaks down, you tell her to go out and fix it. Look, if she can't fix it, there's a 15-minute video course on the fucking internet she could look up. Seriously. This is how this fucking works. This is how this plays out. Oh, the car won't start. It's just sort of going click, 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 click. What is that, wife? Can you go and sort out that problem? Now, I know what makes a car go click, 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 click when you turn the key and nothing happens. I know what that is. I know the first place to start looking for issues. I know where to look why that issue may have occurred. Does she? Will her learning that improve our relationship? Then why will my learning to iron improve a relationship? Fucking hell, this is stupid shit. If life was so fucking simple, seriously, the in days gone by, people work closer to one another often. If people were working farms or what have you, let's go back to the lord and lady of the manor and the serfs in the fields. Right, the serfs in the fields are working together day in, day out. They were either working in the fields or in and out of each other's lives all day and night. The lord and lady of the manor worked together to run the estates and manage the children and what have you. Their lives were much closer than they are now. Now we remove one or both partners away from the household. We put the kids in daycare if there's no parents in the household. Nobody has any relationship to anybody for hours of every day. Nobody. I won't see one of my partners today for, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Now, the other one's at home today, so I'm the only reason I'm not seeing her is I'm up the other end of the house, but I can go and see her any time. In fact, we've communicated on the computer already today, even though she's 3 rooms away. The other one I will barely hear from all day, and if I do, it will be a text message backwards and forwards. That's it. Now, we've been together a very long time. We've worked our way out around these things. But do you know how easy it is for a young couple starting out to to form different lives from one another, and after 10 years together have entirely different interests because he's at work all day, she's at work all day, and the kids are in fucking daycare learning life from someone else? Simplistic fucking feminist bullshit that housework is the solution to everything. Get under a fucking car and fix one. Tell me the day you've stripped down and rebuilt an engine, you come to me and tell me of your great achievement. I've done this often. And I can iron and fold and wash, iron, fold clothes. Fucking hell, this stuff shits me up the fucking wall. Fucking feminism. This is the sort of shit that feminism pumps out. And then you see in your mainstream media, right? This is Channel 7, one of our mainstream TV things, and this is in their lifestyle section. This is mainstreaming. And it's bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. And that's it. I've had enough. I'm going. I do not want to do this anymore. I've had enough of this. I'm out of here. I've been the anti-theocrat. May your gods remain fictional. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, have fun.